In Nigeria's Zamfara state, the discovery of gold has brought prosperity and hope to its people, but the process of mining the gold has had deadly consequences. Lead released in the gold mining process is poisoning children. Hundreds have died and thousands more are at risk in what's considered the worst outbreak in modern history.
Ni sunana Amina nake, kuma shekara ta 20 da nan cikin garin Bagega na tashi. Yara na 6, 3 sun rasu da son ka rasu, inda bakin cikin har rasu su na bakin cikin kowane kadai, kuma na ji zahi da son ka rasu.
Zamfara has huge deposits of gold. With the rising demand for gold, the people have increasingly turned to mining to eke out a better living. In this area, lead poisoning is a deadly byproduct of the search for gold. Miners crush and grind ore, and in the process, they release dust that is heavily contaminated with lead.
To shi gaskiya ba mu samu zuwa wani dogon asibiti ba don ta kama shi da karfi ne cikin karamin lokaci wallahi kafin a dauki matakin za asibiti ma laina shi ko. So gaskiya wannan da yake ko da ya kama shi wannan na baya din gaskiya kusan ba na gida don dai amma abin da suka bayan yana min kusan yadda wancan yayi na farkon haka wannan shi ma yayi. So ito ainihin wannan ma'adani na zinari nikan je in dan yi nika haka ko in yi nikan dutsen ta nan muke samu abin da mun ci muna hidimomin mu yau da kullum.
Children have paid a heavy price. Their developing bodies are extremely vulnerable to the toxic effects of lead. Children are exposed to the dust when they work in the mining sites themselves, or when their relatives return home from mining with their clothes and hands covered in the dirty dust. Lead can also contaminate the local water sources that people use for drinking, bathing, irrigation, and livestock.
Every evening, I enter the community. I enter their houses. I'm a woman. They will not tell me don't come in. I enter their houses. I see their children. Out of 10, 5 is sick, lying in the house, taking local medicine. And before you know it, the 5 will not survive.
Ina cikin gidanmu inda an ka dahe ni, to inda aka dahe ni duk illa ci guda. Har yaro 7 gidan nan inda ta gani mu, yara 7 sun karasu gami da nan wake wajen 10 kenan ko. Ni na 3 can na waje na. Wallahi yara kan gaskiya an da rasa su, an yi ta rasa su.
We lost an entire generation of our youth. It's really terrible. There were so many signals to show that this could have likely resulted, but clearly at that time I think they were avoided by the authorities. And the people that should know, didn't know at all. They didn't know the dangers. Prospecting for those raw materials clearly was for their lives. So it's something that is clearly very tragic, something that shouldn't have happened at all, and something that I think the authorities at that time should have done more to avert.
The Zamfara state government is very active in ensuring that these villages are cleaned up. But the state government needs the commitment of the federal government to finally put an end to this health crisis. There are 3 priorities. First, The government needs to set up safer mining practices to protect miners and their families and ensure that the people of Zamfara benefit from the riches of the land without paying with their lives. Second, they need to clean up all the contaminated areas. And finally, the government needs to test and treat all children at risk of lead poisoning.